What is a sermon? What counts as a sermon for you?
I think one of the things I've realized really matters in my preaching is maybe a little greater sense of joy. I love preaching. I brought it. It was a joyful task, but a little more joyfulness. And that is, it's not telling a joke, but it is allowing the gospel to surprise you, to be funny, to be able to see, sometimes in tragedy, to be able to see the other side, how God's laughter is powerful laughter. And I think if we can remember the seriousness, but also the joy, it makes for a more interesting sermon that people carry with them more easily.
How is a theology of the cross, a kind of cruciform view of the gospel, how do you get from there to joy? I mean, that sounds Lenten. It sounds Holy Weekish, the cross.
Mm-hmm.
Joy, though.
Joy often, not always, but often is to be able to bring a sense of humor to life and to the passage. And again, it's not simply telling jokes, but to remind ourselves how human we are, because theology of the cross, that's where God meets us. And that humor, that humanness isn't just tragedy or despair, but is also laughter and lightness and intellectual curiosity and everything in between. And I don't think I gave myself as much license to explore that whole range of things. It reminds me, if you, Shakespearean tragedies, Shakespeare was a master at always, immediately after a very intense King Lear on the heath scene, then a scene with the fool, like a shorter scene that sort of, because nobody can sustain your attention by unrelenting tragedy.
Yeah.
And would interrupt it with bursts of humor, of comedy, not comedy again, ha, but comedy with the promise of a better ending. And so I think I've tried to allow my preaching, including a theology of the cross, be punctured more regularly by something that's just a little lighter or funnier. And often it's poking fun at myself or what we're about. From Luther through C.S. Lewis and countless others will say the one thing the devil cannot take is laughter.